Welcome to Beardy, Bruce Lee Central.
Hey everybody, it's Birdie here. What's going on, guys? Okay, so for the last few months, I've been trying to get a hold of people that worked on the movie Way of the Dragon. Now, if you don't know, Way of the Dragon is my favorite Bruce Lee movie ever. It's got Bruce Lee, Nora Meow, Chuck Norris, the final scene at the Coliseum. It's just a great, great movie. And if you didn't know, the final scene at the Coliseum is the last time anyone was allowed to film at the Coliseum. Since then, nobody has been allowed to film at the Coliseum. So there's a fun fact for you. So I was looking for people for a long time that worked on the movie, and I couldn't get a hold of anyone. But then I got a hold of a photographer that worked on the movie Way of the Dragon, and he said he had a bunch of pictures from the movie that he took, and I asked him if I could buy them, and he said yes. So that's exactly what I did, and that's what you're looking at right here. Actually, the cat, he said that Bruce Lee loved that cat. He would go to that cat every day and play with the cat. So there's a little fun fact for you. So yeah, you're about to see all of the photographs that I got a hold of. But that's not all, you see, because this guy witnessed a fight behind the scenes of Way of the Dragon. And you're about to see the photographs that he took from that fight. So there was a stagehand that approached Bruce Lee and asked Bruce Lee, "Are you really that fast and that strong?" And Bruce Lee said, "Well, there's only one way to find out." So this guy, that's the stagehand, he was a martial artist from Hong Kong. So he had trained Kung Fu for years. So he was a real martial arts practitioner. So what you're seeing here is the fight that these two guys had. And you know, this stagehand, he was smart and he was fast. And he managed to block Bruce Lee's head kick. But the head kick was so powerful that this guy's block didn't help at all. And as you can see here, he just simply flew back 5 or 10 yards, I don't know. He just said, the photographer said that he just flew away, he just flew backwards. So he managed to block Bruce Lee's head kick, but the head kick was so strong, so powerful that this guy just flew backwards. And he said that's the only fight that he heard of that where Bruce Lee was challenged during the filming of Way of the Dragon. Okay, so we know that Bruce Lee was challenged to fights almost on a daily basis during filming of Enter the Dragon. But we only have footage from one of those fights, and that's the fight you're about to see here right now. So this crazy stuntman here was taunting Bruce Lee for the longest time. He wanted a fight with Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee was not interested. But in the end, Bruce Lee had enough, okay? So he just wanted to shut this guy up, and he accepted the challenge, and they had a fight. So as you can see there on that wall, that's where the stuntman and the extras were sitting and watching Bruce Lee film Enter the Dragon. And this stuntman was sitting up there on that wall, and that's where he was egging on Bruce Lee and taunting Bruce Lee from. And Bruce Lee said, "Come down here," and he came down and they started the fight. And Bruce Lee completely destroys this guy. You know, I've always heard this story that Bruce Lee ended up knocking out this stuntman or extra, call them whatever you want. But I could never find footage or photos from Bruce Lee actually knocking this guy out until now. So that's what you're about to see here. You're about to see the complete footage of Bruce Lee versus this extra stuntman. So here we go, guys. Enjoy.
Everybody was always trying to challenge Bruce. It was part of the macho kind of thing that went on.
There was a stupid kid who was saying something to him in Cantonese. And I think he said, well, why? The kid was sitting on, like Simple Simon. I swear, he was sitting on a wall, you know. Like, and he said, well, why don't you come down, you know? And the kid did.
All of a sudden, I could just see it in his eyes. I saw his eyes change. And he immediately went into too bad guy. And he kicked the out of this guy. And when that was done and he backed off, he smiled, helped the guy up and said, back up on the wall.